Iran's Supreme Leader is reportedly unconscious, receiving treatment in Qom. On the same day that intelligence placed him there, US and Israel bombed Qom. Was it coincidence? Or did they know exactly what they were targeting? The war began with the assassination of his father. It may now be moving towards the assassination of the son. A new intelligence assessment is not only raising questions about Iran's leadership, but also casting a sharp spotlight on a far more provocative possibility. Was the targeting of Qom aimed at eliminating an already incapacitated Supreme Leader? According to a report by The Times, Iran's newly appointed Supreme Leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, is in a severe medical condition and is undergoing treatment in Qom. The intelligence memo, based on American and Israeli assessments and shared with Gulf allies, states that he is unconscious and unable to participate in governance. This revelation is critical because Qom is not just a religious center. It is now believed to be the exact location where Iran's top authority is being treated behind closed doors. At the same time, the war has entered its 38th day, and Qom itself has come under direct attack. According to the human rights activists' news agency, multiple cities, including Tehran, Shiraz, Mashhad, and Qom, were struck on April 6th as part of continued US-Israeli operations. That overlap is now raising a critical question. If US and Israeli intelligence knew Mojtaba Khamenei's location, and if he was indeed incapacitated in Qom, was the strike on the city simply strategic targeting, or a deliberate attempt to eliminate Iran's newly appointed Supreme Leader while he was most vulnerable? The timing is difficult to ignore. The current conflict began on February 28th with a high-profile assassination strike that killed Ali Khamenei, along with senior commanders. Iranian officials later confirmed that Mojtaba was wounded in the same attack, which also reportedly killed members of his immediate family, including his wife, Zahra Haddad Adel, and one of his sons. Since then, Mojtaba Khamenei has not been seen or heard from publicly. Despite being named successor in early March, his absence has been absolute, fueling speculation about both his condition and his ability to lead. Now, with intelligence placing him in Qom and airstrikes hitting the same city, the optics are stark. The memo states that intelligence agencies identified the preparation of laying the groundworks needed to build a large mausoleum in Qom for more than one grave, suggesting that other family members, and possibly Mojtaba himself, could be buried alongside the late Supreme Leader. Meanwhile, the broader war continues to escalate. HRNA reported widespread destruction across civilian and industrial sites, including petrochemical facilities in Asaluya and Marv Dasht, as well as the Abadan refinery. In Tehran, the Sharif University of Technology was also hit in recent strikes. Civilian casualties are mounting. HRNA said dozens, including 6 children, were killed in overnight attacks as US and Israeli forces expand their operational scope. In this context, the potential targeting of Qom takes on added significance. If confirmed, it would suggest a shift from strategic military degradation to leadership decapitation, even when that leadership is already incapacitated. There is, as yet, no official confirmation that Mojtaba Khamenei himself was the intended target of the Qom strikes. But the convergence of intelligence, timing, and location has opened a new and deeply consequential line of inquiry. At a moment when Iran's chain of command is already unclear, the possibility that its Supreme Leader was targeted while unconscious adds a new layer of uncertainty to an already volatile conflict. Iran has confirmed the killing of a key figure at the heart of its security apparatus, marking yet another escalation in the widening regional conflict. Majid Khademi, the intelligence chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, has been killed in what Tehran says were joint US-Israeli strikes. The announcement, made on April 6th, comes amid an intensifying cycle of retaliation across the Middle East. Khamenei had only assumed the role in June 2025, replacing General Mohammad Khamenei, who himself was killed in earlier Israeli strikes. His appointment came during a period of sustained targeting of Iran's top military and intelligence leadership. According to Israeli officials, Khamenei was among the most senior remaining figures within the IRGC. Confirming the killing, Israel's defense minister warned that Israel will continue to hunt Iranian regime officials one by one.
In Tehran, we eliminated Majid Khamenei, the head of the intelligence organization of the Revolutionary Guards, one of those directly responsible for this war and among the top leadership of the organization. The Revolutionary Guards are targeting civilians. We are targeting those who lead terror. Iran's leadership is now living under constant pressure. We will continue to eliminate them one by one. I have made it clear if attacks on Israeli civilians continue, we will respond by striking and severely damaging Iran's national infrastructure.
The Israeli military said the operation was part of a broader campaign aimed at dismantling Iran's intelligence and external operations network.
Guided by precise intelligence from military intelligence, the Air Force struck overnight in Tehran and eliminated Majid Khamenei, head of the intelligence organization of the Revolutionary Guards.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also praised the operation of successfully neutralizing Iranian regime figures.
Tonight, we eliminated Majid Khamenei, head of the intelligence division in the Revolutionary Guards, one of the Iranian regime's senior officials, who had only recently assumed his role after his predecessor was eliminated.
He further said that another IRGC official was successfully killed by Israeli forces.
In addition, we eliminated Asghar Bakri, commander of Unit 840 in the Quds Force, who is responsible for attacks against Jews and Israelis around the world.
A largely shadowy figure, Khamenei reportedly held a PhD in national security and a PhD in strategic defense sciences. The IRGC described him as one of its most experienced and influential figures in Iran's security establishment, having played a key role in shaping the country's intelligence and security operations over nearly 5 decades of service. From 2018 to 2022, Khamenei served as the head of the Information Protection Organization of the Iranian Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Support, replacing Asghar Mirjafari. From July 2022 onwards, Khamenei worked as the head of the Intelligence Protection Organization at the Iranian Defense Ministry. He had also been mentioned in some reports as a potential successor to Hossein Taib, who previously headed the IRGC Intelligence Organization, a role with which Khamenei was associated until at least 2014. Khamenei's killing is being seen as part of a sustained decapitation strategy targeting Iran's military leadership. In recent months, several high-ranking officials have been eliminated, including senior commanders and intelligence figures, significantly weakening the command structure of the Revolutionary Guards. Khamenei's death is unlikely to be the final chapter. Instead, it signals a deepening confrontation, where targeted killings and counterstrikes are rapidly becoming the defining feature of this conflict.